The lighting got worse. I don't even know how, honestly. I don't. I don't know. Somehow, Greg returned. I am predictable, Miguel, but in a comforting way. Why is the lighting even worse? I think my webcam is dying. I So what are we talking about today, Greggy boy? SCP. I really don't know. I really don't know. I have time and I was like, "Oh, hey, I have time. Yeah, we can go live. We can go live." Especially since last week I let everybody know, hey, I'm not going to be around this weekend. Somebody else can take over question of the day. And like, I was bombarded. Like, I got back online this morning to messages and everything. Are you okay? What happened? And can I just say, and you know, to everybody, to everyone, those of you who thought I was getting committed, fuck you. I'm not crazy. No, I was simply in Oklahoma this weekend with a very, very, very awesome girl. And I am alive. I not everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? I had a great weekend. The camera and the lighting is getting worse. I really do. I think my camera is dying. I think it might be time for a replacement, which means I'm not going to do it. Is not with it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. But yeah, went to the aquarium. I saw a beaver. Anybody? I'm gonna let that joke. I'm gonna let that marinate. If you don't get it, I really did see a beaver. I really did see a beaver. But if search it up, search up beaver slang. Search it up. Miguel says so. Oh, so you weren't committed? I wasn't. Not this weekend. No, I was not committed this weekend. The amount of people who were like, "What happened? Why aren't you doing question of the day?" Then I'm just like, I'm going on a weekend date. Like, that's it. I'm not getting locked up or anything. So anyway, so you saw your reflection for the first time. I don't actually have a reflection because I'm a vampire. I am about 1,672 years old, give or take a decade. I kind of lost count. I do love biting though, and I love sucking blood. I'm gonna let that sink in. But no. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, and then Radio Doc, why are you going live? Well, Radio Doc, you're an asshole. I don't have any particular reason. I really don't. I know that there was some Spider-Man stuff, and there was some Doomsday stuff, and there was some Batman stuff, sort of, by way of Clayface. Nothing groundbreaking. I really haven't checked, like, any fucking news sources. Where the fuck is my phone? Oh, there it is. So, like, yeah, I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, but we can catch up. Miguel says I'm predictable. And then Ben 10. Okay. Miguel says, yeah, I also thought it was weird. No one knows you said you went out and weren't going to be online. Yeah, I know. And so instead, I just get like a ton of messages, and I'm like, no, I really did. And like this morning, I was trying to message people back and everything. Like, no, everything's cool here. I'm not like deleting the Discord or anything like that. I just went out for the weekend. I had a life. But yeah, no. And for everybody who's asking, we'll clear the air here. Downloaded a dating app called Duet, met someone on it, deleted the app. I guess the app worked. So, and that's where I'm at right now. Now I'm home, back in the state of Texas. Oklahoma was awesome, awesomer because of the person, and the aquarium was cool, like I said. The hotel was shit. That's my bad. The pictures on Google lied to me. I will not ever stay at that hotel again because I do intend to return, so to speak. Oh, I missed a good joke. I could have said I do intend to come again. I missed that one. I missed a juvenile bit of humor. I'm ashamed of myself for missing that easy one. Anyway, uh, but yeah, I've been in a car most of the morning. I have a lot of energy, and now we're here. And I figured we could be live for about an hour, and then if people want to play games, if any of you guys want to hang out after, I've got some time. I don't. I literally yeah. Speaking of news, is there any fucking news? Oh, Terrence Stamp is dead. Well, there you go. Vincent D'Onofrio, you hear about the Roblox situation? Oh yeah, Chris Hansen's like, dude, yeah, that actually came up in our Discord a little bit ago. But yeah, like there's a whole fucking thing, like Roblox with the pedophiles, and I'm just like, oh, so clearly Donald Trump must be hanging out on Roblox. I mean, come on, you had to. I'm hungry, so I'm eating peanut butter with a spoon like yogurt because I'm hungry. But yeah, I did. Like, so I only have bits and pieces from what was posted in the Discord. I know that Chris Hansen's doing a special on it, and I fucking know that someone was investigating and like catching predators, and then they got banned or something. I don't know, because like I only got half the information because between planning a trip and all that. Hey TJ, how's it going, man? I'm hungry. That's what's up with me, TJ. I'm fucking hungry. Oh, Half-Life 2. That's a classic. Right on. Unless we're doing a co-op game, I'm probably going to go to Woo-Wah. Hey, Miguel's going to have his PC tomorrow. I'm proud of you, son. It's about time. You need to make a Steam account. Yeah. I guess the biggest news is that Terrence Stamp passed away. Any word on Sadie Sink's character? Her hair color hasn't changed. She is still a redhead. She is either... she's either Mayday Parker. She's either the daughter of Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst as Peter and MJ. Or she is Jean Grey. There's no other options. No, she doesn't have... I mean, unless she's wearing a wig in the movie. But, like, she has her red hair. So whoever she is, she's a redhead. SCP Man says, oh, yeah, Schlepp. I don't know who Schlepp is, but I assume it is what I was referring to in terms of the news story. Got banned for exposing predators and got banned, then received a cease and desist, and in turn the CEO called him a predator. That's how it shakes out. Gwen Cooper, Gwen Watson, she's going to be an amalgam. But we already have a Watson. Like, MJ is in the MCU. She's just a different skin color. And a different name. She's not Mary Jane, she's Michelle Jones. But the point's still the same. But whoever Sadie is playing, she got to keep her hair color. Why'd they make Betty Brant look more Gwen Stacy? Because they had no idea what the fuck they were doing. I mean, that's just it, man. The MCU Spider-Man films were kind of all over the place, especially in terms of lacking any kind of consistency with Spidey, which is a big deal for me, because I love Spidey. But, yeah, there's no consistency with characters looking like what they did in the comics, or even kind of close to what they look like in the comics, except for Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Like, you could argue, like, that's really good representation of Peter, but that's about it. Miguel says, I finished cleaning up the PC tower. It was dirty, bro, just like you, Greg. It's true, I am. I'm dirty. But again, like, I'm dirty and perverted, but I have such a good heart, you know? So it's okay that I'm dirty. And if you click on this video expecting anything else after you saw the title, that's on you. Oh, Star Wars news, sort of. Simon Kinberg, who is developing the entire next trilogy, and I guess is writing story treatments for all three, because that's kind of what he alludes to here. Anyway, Simon Kinberg, which we knew this part already. We know that Simon is developing the trilogy, the next Star Wars trilogy, which is tentatively 10, 11, and 12. We'll see if that holds true. And he does say that his biggest inspiration is Andor, which is good because that's the only good Star Wars. You know, I mean, like, that's the only good Star Wars since Empire Strikes Back. I said it. You got to live with it. Again, I want to remind everybody, Simon Kinberg is the man who wrote and directed Dark Phoenix. And when he was making, was it Dark Phoenix that he was doing when he said that Dark Phoenix was going to be his, you know, that he was inspired by Logan. So I wouldn't really fucking take any. I don't know. I don't know about this. We'll see what he does. Let's see. Miguel says, I feel dirty that I'm warming up to the new Spidey suit. We're still on that? I mean, I like the suit, man. I don't got any problems with it. Miguel says, but who cares about Trek Wars? I don't give a shit about Star Trek. I do like Star Wars. I like a pocket of Star Wars. You know, I like my pocket. There's a joke in there somewhere. I'll let you find it. The SCP man says, any news on Transformers? Michael Bay is developing and plans to direct the next Transformers reboot. All the trades, including Paramount, are calling it a reboot. It's a complete reset to the universe. It is not going to have any ties. Again, this is what the trades and Paramount are reporting. We'll see what happens because of that Louis Bayvana 2, whatever the fuck his name is. Anyway. It's not going to have any relations, any connections, or any tiebacks or callbacks to the previous films, animated or otherwise. It is going to start a brand new direction for Transformers, and it is going to act as a complete reboot and reset of the franchise. Michael Bay, the plan is for Michael Bay to direct it after the script is turned in. They are supposed to look at scripts in September. So... yeah, that's pretty straightforward. We'll see. We will see how much of that holds out because Transformers has been a fucking fluke. It's all over the fucking place. Miguel says, one of the pieces of junk I found was a missing Omnitrix and Charmander. I really thought I had lost him in preschool. I assume the Charmander is what you thought you lost and not the Omnitrix since you said him. Given English isn't your first language, so I'm having to read between the lines just a little bit. Not that I judge that English isn't your first language. I'm not racist. I even found a Mewtwo figure that I didn't know I had. That's cool. You should post pictures. Where's my phone? Why do I keep fucking... it's right fucking here. Ah. Okay. Now I'm not going to lose my phone. Yeah, teach. I could be a teacher. You can call me professor. I'll do just that. What? Call me professor? Sorry, today is one of my dearest friends. Today is Jace's. Some of you may remember Jace. He's been on, well, he was on the old channel with me, with Rob and everybody. Today is Jace's birthday, so I was making sure that now that I have calmed down and am eating, because, you know, now I'm back in the groove of it. I wanted to make sure that I had sent him a birthday message. While eating peanut butter and live streaming, fucking multitasking, and I still got both my hands. I could do anything. TJ says, do you want all these characters in Brand New Day? Do you think the MCU Spidey could win you over still? Yeah. I mean, I'm particular, but that comes with being a fucking nerd. Like, Spider-Man to me is something really fucking specific. And if they don't do that, then it's like, well, why am I going to show up for this? What the fuck am I going to show up for? But that being said, Brand New Day actually looks like it's really legitimately going to be Spidey's story. Because, I mean, I grew up with it. Like, my Spider-Man was Ultimate Spider-Man in the early 2000s, which was perfect because I was the same age as that Peter Parker was. As I got older, you know, I read it through there. Ultimate Spider-Man came out in 2000 when I was 11 years old, and it was a Peter who was 15. So that is that's Spider-Man to me. All kidding, all jokes aside, that's Spider-Man to me. That's definitive. That's Spider-Man. Read it because that was my comic when I was a kid, and that's kind of nostalgia. It sticks with you. Nostalgia is inescapable, so you might as well embrace the fact that you are going to be nostalgic about things and just accept it, which, again, influences your biases. You're going to be biased, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if people say there's anything wrong with that, fuck them. It doesn't matter. It's how we're programmed as humans. Nostalgia, biases, they're built in. As long as it's, in terms of pop culture, it's okay. Now, if you have biases against people just because they look different, that is a different discussion. But if you have biases in pop culture, that's okay. I have bias. I mean, that's normal. You have your first Transformers, you got your first Spider-Man, you got your first Batman, because they're always different. You know, every generation has their own version of these things, so you just got to fucking live with it. But for me, it was that Ultimate Spider-Man comic. And then the Tobey Maguire movie. So 2000 was Ultimate Spider-Man comic, and then 2002 was the Tobey Maguire film, and so that's it. So I have a certain standard on, okay, this is Peter Parker, this is MJ, this is what their relationship should be, this is what it needs to look like, this is, you know, if Peter and MJ are going to end up together, which again, the comics erase that, but I am a big proponent of the Peter MJ marriage. If they're going to end up together, then you got to do it right. You have to do it right. Now, No Way Home erased the memories and did all that shit, and we'll see where that goes from there. But I think Brand New Day is acting like enough of a reboot that it will allow Spider-Man to stand on his own. And I don't mind the characters that are in it. Punisher is a part of one of my favorite story arcs in Amazing Spider-Man. And Ultimate Spider-Man has a good Marvel Knights story too. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Punisher being in there. Hulk's the only one that I'm apprehensive about. I feel like Hulk is... that's a waste of time. It's unnecessary. Unless they do a twist on the Unstoppable Juggernaut, which was a 2-issue story in Amazing Spider-Man where Peter is outmatched, completely outgunned against the Juggernaut, and does everything he can to stop him. And if they play on that story, and if they replace Juggernaut with Hulk, with a savage Hulk, yeah, I'm there for that. Because they can't use Juggernaut, because he's not integrated into this universe. So, I'm cool with that. I think if you're going to use the Hulk, and if you're going to do a version of the Juggernaut story, then that's a good way to do it. I think Hulk is a great stand-in for that. And honestly, Hulk is way more dangerous. A savage Hulk is more dangerous than Juggernaut, so I think it really helps angle Peter's story as well. But again, it's no coincidence that my favorite characters are characters like Superman and Spider-Man, which are relatively, you know, they want real lives. They're characters who want to find a balance in both parts of their career and personal lives. They want to do the right thing, and they're not, you know, Batman to me, I love Batman. Don't get me wrong. Everybody loves Batman. But if I was going to list a favorite, Batman's not going to be Superman and Spider-Man. He's not. Batman's unhinged. He's moody. The guy's just fuck, man. I just, no. But I think there's a lot of Spider-Man that can still be explored that the MCU hasn't even touched on, especially now that he's an adult. And now as an adult, my Peter Parker, I would like to be an adult. You get what I'm saying? To me, Peter Parker as an adult is now interesting to read and follow, because now I'm an adult and oh yeah, you know, I have to pay bills and mortgages and manage all these different things. And it's that's Nice. That's good. I would read that. I have read it. I would watch that. They haven't done that in film before, but I would watch that and I would be very interested and engaged in that because to me that's I'm not 15 anymore. I still love that Spider-Man. I still love that era. I love teenagers. But I don't mind Peter Spider-Man as an adult having those stories. Just be consistent. Be consistent and don't make him a sidekick. You know, I don't want, whatever he does, and this might be my own biases because again, I've worked hard for everything in my life. Everything I did. I didn't have a millionaire or a billionaire giving it to me. So I don't like that when they do that with Peter. I don't like him getting handed stuff by millionaires and billionaires. I don't like that. I don't like millionaires and billionaires. Again, Luigi. This channel is going to get banned. But isn't Teen Spider-Man supposed to be a sidekick? No. And you know that. And yes, I am biased. Of course I am. Who the fuck isn't? TJ says even 15 minutes of Hulk will be a decent chunk of the budget. It shouldn't be. I'm just being honest, it should not be. We should be past that. Have you checked the Pick channel yet? No, I haven't. I will though. I have a Porg. Oh yeah, that looks like a little Charmander keychain, and then like really little figurines. Mewtwo, Ghost Spider, there's a Raichu, Venusaur, Blastoise. I see the alien, one of the aliens from Ben 10 poking out. I don't know if it's because of the quality of the photo, but that Pikachu, his eyes look fucking weird. That's cool. That's really cool. I got some Pokemon items, but not a lot. Not a lot. I'm gonna have to get my camera lighting out. I'm gonna have to find out if it's the camera or if it's my lighting because I've been lazy. And all of my lighting that I used to use when I actually took this channel seriously is in a box still in the garage. And I'm gonna have to, before I ultimately decide if this camera's fucked up or if it's just really terrible, this natural lamp up light ceiling fan. I can't talk. Thought I could. Thought I had mastered speech after 36 years. I hadn't. Turns out I hadn't. Anyway. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to check that. Oh, I do have this though. My daughter got me this ornament. Charizard. Pokemon Red was my first game. In 1997? 8? When the fuck did Pokemon Red and Blue come out? 90. I know it came out in Japan in 96. We didn't get it in 96. Anyway, my daughter got me this, an ornament. It goes on the tree on Christmas, but I was like, no, this isn't Christmas specific. So I'm going to keep it out. And it hangs on my desk. Fucking, I can't get that the fuck up. That's what she said. TJ says, I still assume MCU Spidey will never fight a Green Goblin. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I really don't. I don't know. I think he could easily fight it. I mean, more in... We don't even know how many more films we're going to have with this Tom Holland Spider-Man. I will say right now we've had more... Tom Holland is like the only one who's been Spider-Man the most. Like he's Spider-Man because he's had more films than any of the others.
Can you answer the door when he gets here and deal with him? Okay, I'll let you know.
But that's pretty much I think it's unfair to say that like he's never going to fight a Green Goblin. If he's smart, he'll stick around. He can't draw a box office otherwise. Oh, Tom Holland? Yeah, I feel bad, but no, the kid, just like Daisy Ridley. That's why Daisy Ridley is going back to Star Wars. I mean, if that movie ever happens. But, like Tom Holland, he's had no success outside Spider-Man. I mean, I know he's doing his non-alcoholic beer. I don't like beer. I don't even really drink alcohol that much. Good for him, though. Apparently he was like a serious alcoholic. So right on for getting past it and making a non-alcoholic beer. I don't know like the logic for that, because I'm like, it doesn't taste good. So like, who's drinking that for flavor? Anyway, but I think Tom Holland's probably going to stick around for a long time. I mean, I assume we're at least getting one more trilogy. And then we'll see. But he hasn't had any box office success. My goal, like what I think would happen by the end of this trilogy, is that, because again, if he really does stick around for the long haul, by the time Spider-Man 6 comes out, Spider-Man 6 will be Peter and MJ getting married. And then maybe we get an adult Peter Parker trilogy. One, maybe Tom Holland does 3 more films as an adult Peter Parker, married. I would love that. That would be the shit for me. I would love that. I would love to have. We've had the high school trilogy. Then give us the college trilogy. If you want to, call it the college trilogy or whatever. The young adult trilogy, whatever the fuck, and then give us a married adult Peter Parker trilogy with Peter and MJ married, and then Tom Holland can wrap up if he wants, or I mean, again, he might wrap up with Spider-Man 6, but it is true. He has not had success out of this, but he also might be able to just say, I don't need to be in movies anymore, because he's going to be raking in residuals and revenue for the rest of his life. Like, he doesn't have to do this, period. By the time Spider-Man 6 comes out, I mean, like, the dude can walk away. And I mean, like, that's it. Like for me, because I wouldn't, there's no chance of me acting in front of a camera. But like, if I did any voice work and I had a project that pretty much set me up for life, would I be chasing jobs all the time? Probably not, because the goal, and again, if you feel differently, that's fine, and I respect people who feel differently. But for me, the goal, like, if you have something that hits and it just brings in money, why work? Like, live, which, again, to each their own. But I would totally, like, I would let the residuals come in, the revenue, and just enjoy life. And I honestly, like, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. I really don't. Like, I don't know if it's, especially when it comes to Hollywood. I mean, like, there's obviously ego at play, and there is, 100% pride and ego and all these things proven, oh, I'm more than a superhero and all these stupid bullshit things. And if you got issues, so be it. But like, if you don't have issues and you're comfortable being like, you know what? I was fucking Spider-Man. I'm cool with that. Yeah, then walk away. I would be cool with that. Are you fucking kidding me? If I had a successful Spider-Man trilogy, that's all. I would totally walk away. I'd be like, nope. I don't need anything. No Oscars, no EGOTs, no nothing. I was Spider-Man. I've got the costume, motherfucker. It's in my basement. On display. That's it. Like, to each their own. But still. Miguel says, yeah, MCU, do what you said you wanted to do with Spidey, to basically do a Harry Potter saga with the Spider-Man as trilogies. Yeah, exactly. And we're still trying to figure out who some of these actors are playing. Like Joe Carey from Stranger Things. He was spotted on set. He was in Glasgow when they were filming, and now he's in London where they're filming. I don't think that's a coincidence. Who's he playing? I mean, I guess he could be playing, again, he could be Boomerang. We know or at least at one point, Boomerang was / is in the film. Some of this, if you know, that's what we heard. That's what came out of that Disney consumer event. Maybe Joe Carey is playing Boomerang, but he could also be a really interesting take on Harry Osborn. But there's no proof to any of that. Oh, and Casual kept. I couldn't keep up with everything because between the DMs and everything else I had going on, I just couldn't fucking keep up with all of it. But Casual asked about Mac Gargan and the rumors of Mac Gargan being Venom. I don't know what rumors. Like, there's no rumors. There is him sending a photo. You know what I mean? Like, of Scorpion. But, like, there's no, like, rumors of Mac Gargan getting the symbiote in this film. So, like, I don't fucking know anything about that. Hi, Luke. How you doing, babe? Hey. And Miguel also said, I said MCU because I forgot if it was Feige or another person who said it. It was Amy Pascal who said it, to be fair, to give her credit. But, yeah, it was Amy Pascal, the producer of all the Spider-Man films. Miguel says, so yeah, I got a Bayverse Megatron ornament. Oh, cool. It was on one of your backpacks. Very cool. TJ says that would ruin it for me, not going to lie. Wait, what? What would ruin it for you? We said a lot of different things. If Mac Gargan gets the symbiote, I'm telling you, Mac is not getting the symbiote. There's not even a rumor about that. He posted a picture of Scorpion. He probably doesn't realize the implication of like, oh, hey, this guy was also this guy, because comics are fucking crazy. I don't think there's anything else to it. And if there are rumors, the rumors are only existing now because of the pictures that Michael Mando posted. There's no chain of, there's no leaks, there's no proof, there's no evidence. You search, there's nothing. He posted a picture and people said, oh, is he teasing Venom? No, motherfucker, he's Scorpion. And those are Scorpion pictures that come up almost immediately when you search. It's just like, I wouldn't read into that. And I wouldn't read into people who are like, join my Patreon for a scoop about Mac Gargan becoming Venom at the end of Brand New Day and bullshit like that. There's just no evidence. Wolverine says, I'm very good. How are you? I'm excellent. I am excellent. And TJ, I was right. TJ said Venom Scorpion would ruin it for him. And yeah, I absolutely agree. But there's just no evidence that they're doing that. So it's honestly, it's not even worth getting like freaked out about or even being like, oh, I'm fucking pissed. There's nothing. There's just like nothing. So I wouldn't worry about it. I'm way more concerned about Simon Kinberg writing the next Star Wars trilogy, because I'm just like, really? The guy who did Dark Phoenix? TJ says, do you think he'll look more like Friendly Neighborhood or classic? I think he's going to look more classic. Maybe a little bit more armor. You know, he might have a visor. They like doing visors and shit. They love their helmets in the MCU, man. But yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it being. I don't see it being Friendly Neighborhood look. I really don't. Because there's nothing there. Like I think he's gonna have a full suit. I think he's gonna have a full Scorpion get up. It might be modernized. I'm not saying it's gonna be like fucking spandex, but I think he's gonna have like green Scorpion helmet, the whole shtick, everything. Miguel says he has had a Steam account since 2016. Nice. Send me a friend request, man. Post it or do some shit. I mean, fuck. That's cool. Right on. Now you just gotta get your PC working, you little son of a bitch. Where is my Steam? Here it is. No. I need to see if I have any. So more like Insomniac? No. More like Neversoft. Because Neversoft did the Scorpion armor first, motherfucker. Okay. You think Mr. Sinister is going to be Marvel's next main villain? No. I think he's going to be an X-Men villain, but I don't think he's going to be a Marvel villain. What the fuck was I doing? All right. my profile on Steam. I got to change my name. I was inspired. So, on Steam, I'm Greggasm now. Deal with it. Miguel wants an Ultimate Clone Saga Scorpion suit and other Spidey media. That was a good suit. That was a good suit. I'll give you that. Keep your pants dry and your dreams wet. That's my summary on Steam. And my name is Greggasm. And everything comes together. They need to start off with the Brotherhood with X-Men. I disagree with that. I think the first villains in the X-Men needs to be the Reverend William Stryker. I stand by this, and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to run it home. I don't care. They don't have to tie him into a specific church or religion if they don't want to, but Reverend William Stryker needs to be the villain in the first X-Men. Him and his crazy churchgoers need to be the villains, 100%. You can say, you can call him something else and have it the Church of Humanity. You can do whatever you can to sidestep the religious ramifications that they were, that they had the balls to do back in the day, but they don't got the balls to do it now. Nobody has balls anymore. Anyway, so yeah, but I very strongly believe that the first villain in the X-Men reboot needs to be an older white man going up against a group of young people. That's just it. That's 100% what it needs to be. You want to talk about topical? You want to talk about a $1 billion movie? Do you want to make money? Think about it. Think about a hefty white guy in a suit with a crappy tan leading a bunch of extremists attacking other people. Really tell me that that's not going to make money. If they have the balls to do it right, yeah. Luke says, to be honest, that's fair. They need to start with the human mutant beef. Exactly. TJ Maxx says, Greg, what's your stance on this Batman situation? Should Gunn cast another or merge with Reeves? Nope, reboot it completely. Do not do Reeves. Do not integrate Reeves' Batman universe with this. Do not do that at all. I want something even more comic booky. Reeves is probably pretty much done. I mean, that Matt Reeves has been going through a lot. I don't think people realize it. The motherfucker's wife, well, okay, I might be a little biased here. Okay, so I might feel differently about what went on with Matt Reeves than some other people. But between what went on with Matt Reeves, not only having a illness that he has to deal with, which, again, you can't do anything about that, but not only having an illness he has to deal with, he had to deal with getting a divorce from a vicious and violent now ex-wife. Just let Matt Reeves finish the Batman Part 2 and be done. Leave the guy alone. That's a lot of shit to deal with. Just leave him alone. That's it. I don't think Matt Reeves is going to do a Batman Part 3. It took him so long to get Part 2 out because of the combination of coming off of Part 1 with the COVID situation and then trying to head into Part 2 with everything happening in his personal life. I don't think we get a Batman Part 3. If we do, awesome. I don't think we will, though. I think, honestly, and this might be me projecting, but it's exhausting. I can't, that guy is probably wants to take a fucking break. TJ Maxx says, I can't see Robert Pattinson fighting alongside a child, Robin, let alone Green Lantern. I mean, you jump to Green Lantern when the biggest, Superman? Why are you leaving out Superman? That's world's finest. That's the one we're all talking about. But no, I don't see it happening. I really don't. I don't see Matt Reeves staying involved past Part 2 of the Batman. And again, maybe I'm wrong. He might, by the time Batman Part 2 finishes, he'll be so removed from everything that went on in his personal life. Because again, it will have been, by the time Batman Part 2 comes out, it will have been 2 years since everything went on with his wife. So we'll see. But I think he's done after this. Robert Pattinson's going to be almost 50. our Superman is only 33, and I might have ages wrong. If I have ages wrong, fuck you, I don't care. But I mean, like, James Gunn has constantly expressed that he wants his Batman and Superman to be contemporaries in age. I just don't think it's there. I really don't. I think he needs to finish part 2 and then do what he wants. And if that's part 3, cool. My gut says it's not, though. I freely admit I might be projecting. I'd totally forgotten that I'd already added you on Steam, says Miguel. You did? What's your Steam name? Who are you on Steam? Which one are you? Because I can't message all these. I know who you are. I know who you are. I don't know which one you are. Like I told you. You told me. Oh, you posted it in the fucking chat. Fuck. Oh, you're literally Miguel Lightning 12? I don't see you. Let me scroll. Oh, there you are. Last online 5 years ago. What the fuck? Anyway. Cool. Where the fuck was I? Luke says, I can see him doing a trilogy. Matt Reeves loves his sci-fi projects. Because he loves sci-fi, he'll do a trilogy? I mean, it's kind of flimsy. He does love his sci-fi projects, but also he's had a lot of shit go on. That changes a person a little bit, especially creatively. I love writing. I love to write. I didn't write for 2 years. Like, I was just fucking, just fuck. Just fuck. Every time I looked at a page, I just wanted to write fuck over and over again. Just fuck. I actually, it might be in this desk or it might be in the garage. There is a notebook. Hey, there is one page of just literally the word fuck over and over again because I just was like, it is gone. I don't think it's inside though. But I will find it and take pictures and put it on Discord. I'll find it after this stream. Because this stream does not have much longer left to live. Okay, no. Yeah, I keep notebooks in my desk because I have random thoughts. Not all of this is fiction. I'm not going to show you what's in the red one. Or this red one. Because that's personal. Those are not fictional stories. That's just me writing throughout the day because I have thoughts. This one's blank, but there is a notebook where it's just the word fuck over and over because like that was it. That was the most consistent thought. Now I'm writing again, but like it took 2 years, but now I'm writing again. I'm not saying that's Matt Reeves' situation. I'm just saying, like, fuck, man. He might take a break. Or he just might not want to have anything to do with Batman specifically because Batman was so intrinsically tied into the part of his life where he was trying to get away from someone and having to work on Batman. Those things, again, it goes back to being human. Yeah, it can mess with you a little bit. It can get in your head. But yeah, that's crazy, Miguel. It's been 5 years. I remember you adding me around the Avengers time. I remember all of it now. It's all coming back to me. It's a shame that game sucked. Okay. We got about 15 minutes, give or take. I don't know if anybody wants to play anything. Like, I don't know if anybody wants to hop onto the voice chat, play a game or something. Because, like, after this goes off, my son doesn't get here till 6. And I have nothing to do. So I can either play games or I can masturbate. One way or the other, the camera's got to go off. On YouTube, anyway. I'll play in like an hour or two. I won't be on. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm watching something tonight with someone or not, so I don't know. But I could run a few matches. I might hop on. Okay, TJ. Luke, I got you. You better be on. I probably won't. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll be on right now. Or well in a few minutes. Just got to take a bath. Oh, send me a picture. Privately. Send that to my, just send that directly to me, Luke. Send me a little bubble bath photo mag. I mean, come on. You guys already saw my shower stream. Wait, were you here for that? I don't know how many of you were here for my shower stream. But if you were, you kind of owe me a bubble bath picture. You can't just bait us like that. Oh, I'm sorry. YouTube won't let me. You'll have to go to my other account for the masturbation. Okay. You signed the contract. I seen the shower stream. Oh, okay. I thought you were. It's hard to keep track of everybody's names, especially because your name is just Wolverine, and we've had other Wolverines. Yeah. Yeah. So see, you saw my bath stream. You kind of owe me. Little bubble bath photo. TJ says bath at your age is crazy, Luke. No, it's not. There's nothing wrong with a good bath, motherfucker. Whether it's by yourself, some Epsom salt, little soak, or again, a bath with someone else, and it's always more fun if someone else is there. One way or the other, like TJ, don't close the door on a bath. You're telling me if you have a partner and he or she is like, hey, you wanna get in the bath together, you're not gonna do it because it's that age? Stupid motherfucker. I remember you searching up that is lacking context. I did not know you people were telling me names of OnlyFans models. I thought I was searching up actors who could be cast as in movies. I didn't know they were OnlyFans models. You fucked up my search history for weeks after that. For weeks after that. I looked like a serial gooner. You fucked it up. And that's why I never trust any names you guys send me anymore. I just don't fucking do it. Because absolutely not. I still remember because I had all these, because like again, I remember that. I do. I remember that fucking stream where I was like, oh, okay, search it up. Okay, who's this? Who's this? Then like a day or two later, my daughter gets my phone. Because again, I don't do passwords or anything. My daughter will be like, hey, can I? I'm like, oh yeah, because it's a while ago. I'll be like, yeah, here, search it up. My daughter takes my phone. She's silent. And she looks over at me, and she's like, Dad? Well, she didn't call me Dad. Her favorite thing to call me, especially when she's serious, is Father. So she looks over and she's like, Father? I'm like, yeah? She says, what are you doing on your phone? Nothing? What are you talking about? She said, these are all OnlyFans. And I said, how do you know that? And she said, what are you doing? Anyway, you fucked up my search history for weeks. And I had to explain to my daughter that I was not an OnlyFans gooner. Thank you so much for that. Really, thank you. Because I remember it was you, and it was fucking Nex, motherfucker. Anyway, we've got a few minutes. But I do, especially wrapping back around to the bath thing. No, like there is no age restriction on taking a bath at all. Especially, when was this? Oh, dude, Miguel, this was years ago. This was when I had my actual channel that made money. When I was making money on YouTube and like that's all I needed, because again, I literally didn't need to work. I was bringing in a good check every month just from fucking YouTube live streams on that original channel. This is old. We are winding the clock back, motherfucker. Rob was still in the military, getting in on the streams, like Josh, everybody. Like this was a pocket era of time, like just a perfect little time capsule. So yeah, it was but yeah, it was the original channel that actually made money versus this, which is just memes and shit posting now. That's all this channel will ever be. It's just shit posting. And it's too inconsistent, and YouTube doesn't give a fuck. And because I title and do things weird, YouTube is. I'll get messages. YouTube moderators will be like, "What?" They literally will send these messages to me. What the fuck are you doing? Why is this a title? They don't actually do that. I realize some of you are autistic and might take this seriously. YouTube doesn't actually message me going, "Why the fuck are you labeling your videos this?" They don't. I refuse to play into the trend of streaming. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to fucking do it my way, which is going to be weird and a little dirty. Miguel says, "So when will the next shower stream be then?" Don't tempt me, because I have a tripod, if you know what I mean. No, I actually, I got a really nice setup for my phone, so I could do a bathtub stream. Not this week, because my son is here. And if he walks in and knocks over the phone, and then you get the full spectacular without paying any money, that's not fair. But you know what? If you want the shower streams to come back, fuck it. You know, next week, motherfucker, I will get the biggest fucking bubble bath going, and we will have a fucking bathtub stream. I'll get my phone set up and everything. We will fucking do it. In the bath raw, motherfucker. Because raw is the only way to do it. Okay, couple more minutes. I do have to use the bathroom. I will be popping in and out of Discord. So if you guys do actually want to play or do anything, let me know. But I think we're kind of fucking caught up. But do not tempt me. And now I just kind of want to do a shower stream since Miguel missed out the first time. And we've had new people join. So like Corbin never got to experience the shower streams. And neither did Sniper. Will it be the shower? It's going to be a bath. Baths are easier. A bath is an easier setup. Because you don't got to worry about the curtain and water spraying out. Right, I'm gonna go get in the tub now. Okay, Luke. I'll see you around. Did Radio? No, Radio wasn't here for that either. I'll get those photos in a minute for you. Oh, I can't wait, babe. Okay. I think we're pretty much done here. I do have... I got 2 games. One... I'm not going to worry about updating Marvel Rivals. I'm sorry. I don't feel like playing Marvel Rivals, so I'm not going to worry about updating it. I do have to update Dead by Daylight, though, just in case we want to play that. And so I'm going to update Dead by Daylight while I'm away. And then I will start prepping our next Bubble Bath stream. I got to find some really good fucking Bubble Bath. Something that makes a lot of bubbles so that you guys don't accidentally see anything. There was an incident in one of our bathtub streams. But that is a different story. But I'll have to make sure that there are no incidents this time. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're caught up. I don't got anything to fucking else add. I'm good. I hope all of you had a great weekend. I had a fucking great weekend. The week is starting up. Will you be solo on that bath? Unfortunately, yes, I will be solo in this bath. So, with that, I love all of you. I'll see you all in the Discord. And in honor of